Hello, Leighton here from New Heights. Very excited this morning because something new today. We're going to be giving one of our 13-year-old kids from our New Heights programs his very own drift car, believe it or not. Might debate later whether you think it's actually going to become a drift car or not, or just a wreck, but still a real car. But this young kid doesn't know we're giving it to him today, so it's going to be a bit of a surprise. So looking forward to that. He'll be turning up pretty soon. And we've got the trailer over there, ready to go. So excited about that, and he's going to be very excited. His mum knows, but he doesn't know yet, so it's going to be a good surprise. And the other thing I'm excited about is, as you know, we work with a lot of kids at New Heights that have autism and different disabilities and different troubled backgrounds. And yeah, as you know, a lot of these autistic kids, they might really focus in one area, which sort of makes the rest of their life a bit of a struggle for them. And this particular kid, when I met him, he was very anxious about coming to New Heights and didn't want to engage. He came in really shy and quiet, and it took me about probably 30 seconds to figure out that he was into drift cars, and that was his little passion area. That a lot of these guys will have one little restrictive focus sort of area that kind of limits them in other areas of their life. But this kid is basically obsessed with drift cars and anything JDM, and that's really exciting because about 10 years ago I actually wanted to do a little drift car build program for some of these kids before I even started Youth Week, before I knew anything about it. So today we're going to start a little adventure building drift cars. So when he turns up, we'll do a little bit of an intro to him, and he can show us our little workshop and tell us a bit about himself, and then we'll go surprise him with this car. So I'm looking forward to it. So check in soon. Hey, it's Leighton here. I'm just here with my friend Charlie.
Hi.
And we're just going to do a little tour of the shed. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about who you are again.
Hi, I'm Charlie. There's not really much to say other than I'm Charlie, and I'm here with Leighton at I guess it's the drift shed for now, but yeah.
And why are you so excited to come to the shed? This is your third time here now.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty much because it's car spot, I guess, to be, because I haven't seen many cool cars in Port and stuff like that, because not very many cool cars exist.
Well, do you want to give us a little tour of what's in the shed?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, we'll do that. Well, I'll follow you around, and you can show us what we've been working on, because we've been out here. This is your third time to the shed, so we'll see what's in the shed, hey?
Crusaders or...
Oh yeah, that's my mate Eden's Crusaders, yep. That's his projects. Do you know what motors go in that?
1JZ and another 1JZ, I guess.
I think that's a parts car, that white one. So shall we start with this one?
Yep.
So what have we got here?
This is Leighton 180SX. Oh well, in your case, speaking here, it's your 180SX.
My 180, yep.
Okay, such a nice car.
So what do you like about this car?
It's a 180SX. What's not to like?
Exactly, I have the same thoughts. The only thing I don't like about it at the moment, it's missing...
Yeah, there's that.
It's missing the whole rear end. So what have we been working on last week?
The impossible stuff over there that wouldn't go in.
Hold up one of these control arms for us. We've just replaced all these bushes in the subframe with GK Tech polyurethane subframe bushes. Then we've got these nicely new powder coated. These were pretty ratty, weren't they? Actually, did you see these before I got them powder coated?
I don't think so. Probably, but
we had a bit of drama getting these bushes in, but we figured it out. And they basically look brand new after a powder coating. So that's been a bit of a mission, hasn't it, getting those in?
Yeah, pretty much.
And we still haven't got them all in yet. We've got one more control arm there yet that hasn't been put in. Do you want to give us a look inside the car? Oh yeah, we've got the diff and a few sway bars and stuff there, but it's
pretty nice looking in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Once again, I got to point out the dash isn't cracked, so.
Oh, yeah, and
mean-
that's pretty common.
Yeah. And I mean, Nardi steering wheel. That's cool as well. I don't know. Just there's that, and it smells nice.
It definitely smells like a 180, and it does smell nice and clean.
Yeah. I mean, for this, I would say the only thing you could do to it is maybe, I don't know, badges, I guess.
Oh, replace them or
Yeah.
find them again? I think it is it is missing a badge.
It kind of looks like it's off-brand. Like, I mean, that's what most like debadged cars look like, just off-brand cars.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, well, shall we get on to the next one?
Yeah.
Let's see what we've got underneath this one for this other project.
This is probably like the most time-consuming one you've got here.
So what do you got here?
Well, it's an S15 with a rock bunny kit on it now. I mean, it's not a complete one, but it sure looks like a cool one.
It's going to be very cool when it's got a bit of work into it.
Yeah.
It's going to need quite a lot of work.
I mean, as soon as wheels go onto it, it's gonna look like 10 times better with the interior, because I don't know how drivable that is.
It's a little way away from being drivable, isn't it?
You get a steering wheel. That's close enough.
It's got a full cage. It's got a dash and a steering wheel.
Okay.
No, I bought it with the cage and the body kit. Okay, and what's this one behind you here?
This is the S600. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
This one's actually quite cool, really. The engine in it is quite cool. It's I think it's called an empty, but yeah.
An empty. Do you want to,
Yeah.
Actually, that won't come off because it's
Yeah.
a bit hard to get off. You're right. It's got no engine because it's currently over there on that bench.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Do you want to pull the roof down and we'll have a sit in it because it's just fun sitting in it, even though it's not working. And I've got the door trim off that side because it's just fixing it at the moment. Let's have a little sit in it.
A bit roughy there, but from the tent, I'll just make it heck. God, got that stuff in my knees.
It's going to be a fun cruiser, won't it?
Slam it, I guess.
Yeah, you can pull it. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's pretty small. Can't even get my foot in.
I can't. Okay, there are 3 pedals there. The 2 are quite hidden, and then there's just one that sticks out quite a bit.
Yep. Cool. It's a pretty mad little car, isn't it?
And you've got the handbrake,
Little tiny handbrake.
an even tinier shift knob.
If you look at it compared to my hand, it's like the smallest little gear shifter. This here, what do we got here? This is the light dimmer. We got the horn over here. Got the revs to 9,500 RPM from factory from 1964. Mile per hour speedo. Pretty cool. You got the little handlebar to hang onto when you're going super fast with the whole 600cc engine.
I guess the driver has this.
Yep.
Or well, I
Got
mean,
the original old steering wheel.
unless you've got like a really strong hand to where you can turn the no power steering wheel, I guess.
So Charlie, why do you like JDM cars so much and drift cars?
I don't know. I just really grew up around them. It was more like when my mum's car ended up having to go because it was getting old and so on. And then that was a Nissan Pulsar, so obviously not very good. But yeah, once that was The wreckers, we didn't really have that good of a car anymore, and so now we're dealing with a Subaru Impreza RV 2002, I guess. I think.
Have you done any mods to it? What do you got?
I've put one of these on it.
What's that thing?
Tazurikawa.
A what?
A Tazurikawa.
What's that do?
You can either stick it up here,
Oh, so it's something to hang on to.
or you can go to the back of the car and put it on the rear bumper. So if it's dragging on the ground, then that means your car is worthy enough in Japan, or so on. It's like,
So where did that originate from? What is like? How did that Japanese culture in drift cars come across that?
it was basically like retired Japanese soldiers and stuff like that, and they ended up going back into Japan, and I don't know the full detailed story around that, but in the end they started making these gangs called the Bosozoku, and these gangs would steal these off trains and buses and so on to stick on heavily modified bikes. And then when they decided to bring cars into the scene of Bosozoku, that's when it came to sticking it in the interior and putting it on the rear bumper of the car to see it drag along the ground. And usually if it's worn out completely and you've replaced it at least a few times, then you've got some pretty good street cred in Japan.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll have to get one for the 180, or maybe this car.
Okay, if you turn this into like a VIP style car and you put this somewhere on the car, yes. I mean, at the moment, it would just look like you're more like you want a nice car.
Yeah, okay.
Or
I'm with
you
you.
want a good JDM car, but
Cool.
yeah.
So Charlie, I've got a surprise for you today.
Yeah.
So, you might be thinking we're going to be working on some of these cars and different things, but I don't know if you noticed the trailer at the front.
Yeah, I did notice the trailer on your car.
Do you know what that's for?
No.
So-
I don't.
We're actually going to go pick up another car today.
Ah.
So you get to come along on a bit of a journey to pick up another car. And that way we have another I can work on these cars and then you'll have your own car to work on. Sound good?
Oh. Okay, that does sound good.
Good surprise?
Yeah, that
Well, actually, I've got a better surprise. I'll actually give it to you to be your own, very own car. If this is where the game comes in. If you can guess what sort of car it is in 20 questions or less, you can keep it as your own car to work on, or part out and sell it, or build up into an own car.
I mean, any car that's better than my mum's car, I wouldn't sell.
So I can only answer yes or no, okay? I'm going to give you... You're pretty good with JDM stuff. You got a bit confused on the motor, but you don't really know motors, but you know cars better, don't you?
Yeah.
So
Cars.
should I
not
give you
very good.
15 questions or 20 questions?
Well, I think you said 20 questions before, so.
Alright, we'll go with 20. All right, so I'll start counting. So see if you can guess what make and model car it is, and if you get it right within 20 questions, you get to keep it as your car. This is our YouTube video that we're making today. To see if you can guess the car that you get to keep if you get it right. So first question, let's go.
Toyota?
No.
Hmm.
Yes. Narrowed it down.
Early 2000s?
No.
90s?
Yes.
Cars don't have any listings, but I don't want to like list every single car I know of,
Yeah.
because then that's gonna like.
You might run out of guesses then.
I mean, I'll just go over the top and say S13.
No. Why is that over the top?
Because first off, as if there would really be one for sale. Second off, they're quite expensive.
They have gone very expensive.
Yeah.
So you're on 5. You got 15 more questions.
Let me guess this really badly.
You better guess it really badly, because I want to give you a car really badly.
Four-door?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
No, it's not a 4-door.
Two-door.
2-door. So 6 questions down. My arm's getting sore holding this GoPro up. Better smash out some questions.
Yeah, R33 of some type. That's not very over the top.
Is that a question?
Yeah.
Oh, 7 questions he's asked. That's a yes.
R33.
That's a yes. So what I'm gonna, you only got, that was 6 questions, 7 questions, so you got to narrow it down a bit more than that to get this. But yes, it is a R33 of some type, and you know it's a 2-door.
Damn it.
Well, what sort of 33s are there? There's either, do you know the different types of 33s?
There's like the GTR, and then there's like. Is GT?
You get the first 2 letters, right?
S?
Yep, that's 3 letters, right? GTS.
C?
T? Well, you know what? I actually don't really know either, because it would be a GTS-T. But you're right, R33. What make is that?
Nissan.
Oh, yeah, you got that was a second. That was a second, not a GTS-T. Yeah, you got that Nissan part right in the second question.
Nissan R33 GTS-T.
Yeah, got it. I think giving Charlie a car today. Very cool.
Yeah.
The thing is though, it may not be necessarily in the greatest working order,
No.
but it's still something to work on. So what we might do, we'll have a look at, I actually don't know what it looks like, what the quality is, but we'll go and have a look and see what parts, because it might be better off to sell all the parts, make more money that way, and then buy something else. And then we can work our way up and see what we can end up with in a few years' time. We might have a fully working car in a few years' time. That would be cool, eh? Alright, let's go see if we can collect this car. Let's do it! Oh, get out of this little tiny thing.